Tight game again, going into the third, two quick ones that kind of decide things. Were you fearful of having a moment like that where the game was on that kind of an edge?
No, we played well. It was the frustrating part. We're going down. He's got his arm up, and they lift our stick that hits him in the face. Like we didn't make contact. I don't understand that at all. So we shouldn't have been down 6-on-5, in my opinion. So they score on that, and then they score quickly after, which is frustrating. That one's frustrating. They're both kind of frustrating, but. No, we played a really good game.
How much did the penalties early on affect the flow of the game, both ways?
Yeah, both ways, but it was fine. I mean, we killed great. They had 2 shots. 2 shots on net, and both are in the net. So as far as what we gave up on the penalty kill, I mean, that's a dangerous power play, and we probably should have been up in the second period when we had, Robbie all alone in front. We got a chance to score. We don't, so.
The pushback level of your team seems to have been elevated. I mean, you're not taking a lot from teams without responding. You have to like that response by some of your guys.
Yeah, I'm so disappointed for him because there's been several games here we've put a lot of really good minutes in, and it's a couple moments that's hurting us, and that's the frustrating part because you're pouring a lot into these games, not getting any results, so it's too bad.
How much do you put on the fact that you're playing some of the best teams, in the league,
Yep.
obviously, in these games? The offense has been a struggle, obviously, other than maybe power plays here and there. How much of a concern, I guess, is that when you balance it against a good team?
Well, you look at who you're playing. They're good defending teams. They're pretty much fully healthy, all these teams we've been playing. And, like I said before, we've got a lot of younger guys in with 7 rookies. And so, offense is hard in this league anyway. But when you start playing the top-end teams and they're very balanced and healthy and all those things, it is what it is. We had a lot of good looks tonight. I mean, you're knocking on the door. It's just you hope you can cash in some of those chances.
Swayman was good as well.
Yeah,
Part of it, yeah. I mean,
No,
he was behind like a defense like that.
he was good. Period. Yeah.
Say your own goalie. He hasn't played a ton of games still here, but he's battling out there every night. Do you see him kind of getting more confidence as he goes?
Sure does. Yeah. No, I thought he's very calm, and even in the moments where they're coming at you and they start putting some pressure, his size helps him. Where he drops, he's calm. Positionally, he seems pretty sound, and a lot of pucks hit him too, even if he's not ready. So I thought it was another good game for him.
I'm not sure Cole played it all in the third. Do you have any kind of update there?
No update yet.
Boone third period gets you again there with a couple of goals. What happened there in the third from your perspective?
They got a few and we didn't. They outscored us. Obviously, we need to win that period to put it in overtime or win the game, and we didn't win it. So, yeah.
You know how tough they are at home. How tough are they at home when they have a lead, even if it's just a 1-goal lead like they did?
Yeah, for sure. You give that team a lead, it's tough to come back, and any team in this league. So you don't want to be down, but we just weren't able to get that tying goal, and they were able to get a couple.
A lot of early penalties both ways. How much did that affect the flow of the game both ways?
Yeah, definitely it did when it's going back and forth like that. But each team got their power plays, and it takes away from the 5-on-5. But yeah.
You guys just play 3 really tough teams, obviously, that are good in their defensive zone. How do you balance that against, it just seems like offense is kind of a struggle in these last 3 games.
Yeah, we need to score more goals, to win. And in this league, we got to, help our goalies out by putting a few in their net, and we weren't able to do that enough on this trip.
How tough is it against a team like this one, though? Sorry? So how tough is that? Against
they play, hard defensively. We know they're stingy back there, and you got to fight for your chances. We knew that going in, so it's got to generate, the hard way against teams like that.
On the flip side, you guys do get a couple of power play goals. Can that maybe spark, hopefully, for you guys, a hot streak?
Yeah, we want to chip in on a power play, but we want to score, 5-on-5 as well. And like I said, more of it to help us out here to win games.
Both ways. How did that impact the flow of this game today?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's probably especially for those guys who doesn't get special teams. It's kind of tough to start off the game, and but just got to find a way to stay in the game. And I feel like after that we did a pretty good job in the second and in the start of third, and then just had a couple mistakes and cost us this game. So just gotta find a way to win.
Yeah, that's been a similar storyline here for a little bit. What's happening there in those third periods, if there's any common thread?
I don't know. It feels like they scored, and right after that, the next shift they get a goal again, and it's from 2-1 to 4-1 pretty quick. So we just can't do that, and especially against a team like this at home, it's they're not gonna give you the win if we give them easy goals like that. So just gotta find a way to play better in the third.
On an encouraging note, you get a couple power play goals. How can you guys maybe build on that and get something going there?
Yeah, I mean, this road trip, we've had some struggles on the power play and 5-on-5 to score. So it was great to get those couple goals, but when they score 4, two's not gonna cut it. So just gotta regroup and take the positives from this game and then move on to Monday.
How much can you credit to the team you're playing? The last 3 games to the 5-on-5 thing that you just talked about how goals are not easy to come by right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's not the easiest road trip you can have in the league, and well, I feel like Florida, they haven't played great hockey this year, so it's not like we're huge underdogs. Just got to find a way to produce 5-on-5, and that's had some struggles this trip doing that. So just gotta find a way to just get something going and get some wins on our belt and kind of go from there.
I believe you personally hit 2 or 3 posts on this trip as well. Does that add to the frustration as well when you're in these close games and you're that close to scoring?
Yeah, I mean it sucks that could have had 6-7 goals on this trip, but it's just didn't get the bounces, and post could go posting in, went posting out a couple times, and had multiple looks to get some goals, but it just wasn't my trip, and just couldn't figure it out, and but keep working on it.
Johnny, unfortunately, a similar theme tonight that we saw in Tampa. But what's the common thread, if any, to what's going on in the third period?
Yeah, and it came out a little bit harder. We took a couple too many penalties again. And they capitalized on a couple power plays, and then scored a couple late in the third there.
How confident is that team when they get into the third period with the lead? Obviously, we know what they've done this year.
Yeah, I mean, they haven't lost in this building or something like that. I don't know how long, so they're a good team. I thought we were hanging with them right there for quite some time, and then they made it 3-1 and then 4-1, and ultimately that was it.
Was it tough, Johnny, to get a flow going at all with all the penalties called? I think there were 5 in the first period. It kept going into the second. Was that tough to develop any kind of 5-on-5 flow?
Yeah, I mean, for sure. Guys are sitting for a while. When their next shift's going out, and then the penalty comes and they sit again. So it's hard when it's that type of game. There's penalties all over the place. It's difficult to get in the groove, but for the most part, though, we stuck with it. Just that late third period.
In a weird way, did some of those power plays help get you guys into the game? Maybe you guys didn't have a lot of shots, maybe in the first 10 minutes, and then you guys put a few on. Does that kind of help you get into the game a little bit when you can just get some offensive time in the zone?
Yeah, I mean, they had a power play early there and had quite a lot of shots there, I guess, and found one, put one in the net there too. So, and then we had a power play, and finally got some shots on net and created a few different plays. But it's I don't know.
Yeah. It's obviously a loss, so you probably don't want to feel too good about a whole lot that happens or whatever. But you get 2 power play goals, both by the top unit. That's got to be something you can build off, I would think, in this one.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big goal in the second there. We tied the game up 1-1, and then that's a big goal. You need to score goals like that. And then obviously we took a few more penalties, and they capitalized on a few more. But we can still get better each day. And we had a lot of power plays. We only scored 2. So, I mean, if you think about it, probably should have had a few more, but kept us in this game a little bit closer.
Yeah, Boone can surprise you with the skill moves every once in a while. What did you think about that shot?
Yeah, it's a great play. He had the goalie come down, brought his glove down, just roofed it. So, great play by him.